On the weekly chart, we're going to take a look at NVIDIA here. You can see that so far on this week, basically red. We had a nice big pullback in here today, and we got down in those 176 handles right before 3 o'clock, before we had that nice little run up into the end of the day. Everybody was obviously looking forward to that AMD earnings double beat, yet we're down 6% in after hours. So a little bit of sympathy is going to be coming our way in NVIDIA with the AMD moves that are going to happen overnight. And then as we set up pre-market and then go into tomorrow's trading session. On the weekly chart in here for NVIDIA, what are we looking at? RSI is neutral and don't have to worry about anything there. And basically overall, we're kind of smack dab in the middle of this overall structure with these Bollinger Bands. 185 is going to be our major resistance in here now that we are below that. And then anything to the upside above 185, we're looking right here, right up here at the 195 level. Now to the downside in here, what are we looking at? We're watching that 173, but we're going to kind of let the chart kind of dictate things in between here, right? So the 176, obviously, that was a place today that we bounced off, so that's going to be a support if we're going to tighten it up. And then to the upside, we have a little bit of action right around those 183s as well. So that's kind of what we're looking at in here. If you want to kind of tighten things up, we're looking at that intraday action just to kind of find a little bit of support and resistances in here. Now, as far as our expected moves, $4 expected move priced in by tomorrow's expiration. Remember, we have Monday, Wednesday, Friday expirations in NVIDIA. So that is also something that we need to be aware of. Friday's expiration right around $6. Now we are going to go to AMD. So obviously this earnings move is not yet populated on our overall chart, but where is this going to put us here? Well, it's going to put us down here near the bottom of this overall structure, this lower trend line. It's going to be a little bit above it because this lower trend line is basically at the 217s. We're about $5 or $6 off of that right now, trading at 223. So we're going to see what happens as we go into pre-market, what kind of pop we're going to get in here as far as where we're going to open, and then we're going to let kind of the traders and everything flush out first thing tomorrow morning and then kind of see what happens, kind of feel it out from there. But if we do end up opening right here, right around that 222 area, to the upside, we're looking at that 9-day EMA at 231. We have 227 as well up on our plate that we have to get above. And then to the downside, we do have that lower trend line right around 217, like we mentioned before. And then anything below there, you have this nice psych $200 level. So you can see that big $200 level was a monster support for us here in the past. So that looks like that is going to be our max pain, but we might get a little bounce in here tomorrow, especially if we do end up hitting this 217 or 216 area in pre-market. So overall, that's what we're looking at here for NVIDIA and AMD. Again, any sort of pop that we're going to get in AMD, it is going to kind of run over into NVIDIA. So let's kind of play these things accordingly. Let's see what kind of action we are going to get tomorrow after a big pullback in here in after hours in AMD. $22 expected move priced in by this Friday, but obviously everything is going to collapse. So we're going to see what kind of volatility collapse we are going to get as well with our overall options here in AMD. And then we're going to play this thing accordingly. So all in all, we'll see what happens in here tomorrow. Look for some nice sympathy moves from NVIDIA because of AMD. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.